Do you see the possibility of arresting any of these mayors or governors who are blocking federal immigration enforcement in these sanctuary cities and sanctuary states?
So far, they've been all talk. I mean, I've sent out numerous warnings. You can sit there and watch us, protect your communities and remove public safety threats. It's a shame that you don't want to be shoulder to shoulder with us, because I think it's your number one responsibility as a mayor or governor to take criminal elements and public safety threats out of your community. But if they want to help, fine. Just let us do it. We'll do it, and we're going to do it. However, I sent many warnings. Don't cross the line. There's a line they can't cross. They can't knowingly impede what we're trying to do, because that's a felony, and they can't knowingly shield and harbor an illegal alien from ICE. That is a felony. So they can sit back and watch us do their job, or they can simply get out of the way, but do not cross that line. And they've been warned, and I'm serious about it. I've arrested U.S. citizens throughout my career for knowingly harboring, concealing illegal alien in their home or their place of business. Politicians, they're no better. No one's above the law.
Tom, one of the things that just drives me nuts about these sanctuary cities and their leaders is that they are putting their own residents and law enforcement at risk. When you could go into a jail and pick up an illegal immigrant who's already been detained, they've got no guns, they've got no weapons, they've got no backup, and they're in custody. If you have to go get them out of an apartment building or somewhere else, now the other residents and your law enforcement officers are at risk.
They absolutely are, and that's what irritates me the most, because I've buried Border Patrol agents through my career, and I've buried ICE agents, and handing a folded flag to a wife or a child is the worst part of my job. And their job's already dangerous. As you can see, we're concentrating on public safety threats. We swore to the American people we won't go after the worst first. It's already a dangerous job. And to put our officers in harm's way, we can simply arrest them in a county jail where the alien's safe, the officer's safe, the community's safe, but they knowingly release them into the public. And like Chicago, within the first 6 hours, we arrested 7 sex offenders, most of them child sex offenders. We arrested 2 illegal aliens that were convicted of murder. We arrested 9 Tren de Agua, and 2 of the Tren de Agua were not only the illegally in the United States, not only the gang members, not only the public safety threats, they're selling illegal guns to other gang members. And some of these guns they sold with what they call a switch. The switch, you add it to like a Glock handgun, turns a Glock handgun into a machine gun, fully automatic. These are bad people. And I just wish these sanctuary cities will work with us. Let us end the jail, for God's sakes, and talk to the guy that you locked in the jail cell for obvious reasons. You locked him up, so obviously he's a public safety threat. Do what you're going to do with him, then call us. When you release him, we'll be there, and let us not only remove him from your community to make it safer, we'll get him out of the country.
I'd love for you to clear something up that we're hearing a lot of on mainstream media. Have you rounded up children and taken them from schools or churches? If you watch other networks, they'd have all of us believing that this administration is essentially kidnapping children.
It's incredible, isn't it? I mean, no, we haven't been in schools, we haven't been in churches. It's just incredible, and it's the complete opposite, right? You got Governor Pritzker. He went on social media saying ICE was in an elementary school, so he put fear in that community, put fear in the elementary school children. I mean, for God's sakes, we didn't go in the school. He should have called and asked us. It was actually a Secret Service. What ICE has done in Chicago is not scare children. What ICE has done is save children. I just mentioned we've taken a lot of sexual predators off the street, some of them child sex offenders, that were walking the streets of Chicago, that were walking the streets of New York. We took them into custody and took them off the streets. We're saving children. We're protecting children. And look, as far as the sensitive location policy, yeah, we killed it. Why? Because ICE was the only federal law enforcement agency that had that requirement. You can't go in a church. You can't go in a school. You can't go in a hospital. I want to make it clear. Criminal aliens, national security threats, have no safe harbor. There's no sanctuary for them. So if we have a significant public safety threat and he's on a college campus or he's in a school, we're going to go there and we're going to arrest him.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.